water on my face. Wash it off a bit. Just trying to get around. My legs are all fucked up. I feel miserable as hell. I feel like it was a planned hit on me, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I feel like I had a planned hit on me. But anyways, I'm going to talk to you guys about something. So when I woke up today, the first thing that came into my mind was that I heard he's the son of the Freemasons. That's the phrase I heard when I woke up today. He's the son of the Freemasons. First I thought I heard he is not a member of the Freemasons. He's a son of the Freemasons. And when I heard he's the son of the Freemasons, I woke up. Back in 1997, I think it was not 1997. When was it? I was a junior in high school, so 94, 95. I guess my family started getting into the Freemasons, but I was never officially inducted. I always went to like the meet, so like if I was invited to go somewhere or to meet them or to go and do something, I always went. I rarely ever declined an invitation to any of their stuff, unless I had previous like things I had to do. But ultimately, like, I never turned any like invitation down from them. Really, I didn't. I never said I can't do it because, you know, I just don't want to. I always said I can't do it because of this reason. You know, I don't have money. I don't have a good position in life. I may not have the best reputation. I'm trying to work to get all that, you know. So it's been a struggle for me, all right? But still, like, at the same time, I've had access to them more than the average person that I know of in this town, honestly. Like, I don't know any person in, like, my high school or my college days that I knew had as much access to the Freemasons of Salina than I have. Like, I don't know anyone that took martial arts classes at the Masonic Temple given by the Freemasons. I don't know how many times I went to their dinners, sat in on their like little ritual things, been in rooms. Like, I don't know anybody who was not an actual member of the Freemasons of my generation that had that much access to that organization. So I never felt like I had to be a member. I just felt like I was just a part of it. That's all. Like, everybody else in my family may have been members, but me, I was just a part of it somehow. I was just allowed to be a part of it. I didn't meet the requirements, but I knew a lot of the guys in the group. I got access to areas that not everybody knows about. I knew, but I mean, it's not a secret. But like, I felt like I was just a part of it somehow. I didn't know what my significant role was. I thought at first it was to kind of find the best and the brightest, to kind of replace the old guard over time, give them, they retire out because they're usually the old guys that do it, that run the show, right? They're wealthy, rich guys that have power, you know, positions, but over time, they're really incorporated into the community. We all know that. That's a given. All right. But I always felt like it was my duty to kind of bring up the next generation. Because I always felt like they were falling short, somewhere. I mean, like I said, I had access into the Masonic Lodge often. I've been in there so many frickin' times. It was like almost like a hangout spot for me at some point. It was just like I knew about the elevators, I knew about the theater rooms, I knew about the pool table rooms. I knew about how the bathrooms were still like from the 1920s. So, and how everything was made out of like granite inside of the, like, so basically, I never saw anyone I actually knew in Salina inside there. I knew some people that were associated with them. I still assume they know who I am, but yeah, I met a lot of people in them. So yeah. Um, uh, but yeah, I woke up. When I woke up, I heard someone say he's the son of the Freemasons. He's not a member or something like to that extent. He's a son. So I don't know what that means. I was never official, but I always had some kind of access that most people didn't have. Like, I never saw any of my classmates from high school there, or my teachers, or my college. No one. And if I see their, like, certain members, like, profiles pictures pop up, like, I'm like, yeah, I met that guy once or twice, or I've talked to him. So, yeah. So I've always had, like, I don't know, maybe backdoor VIP access, even though I wasn't actually a part of the crew of the concert or something. I was still allowed to go backstage, if you know what I mean. But anyways, it wasn't a bad experience, actually. I always thought, like, I don't know. I knew that the option was there, but I just didn't feel like I fulfilled the role at the time, you know? Like, I didn't have enough money. I wasn't a good enough pillar of the community. Like, I didn't meet the requirements, even though I tried and struggled with them every day. I felt like I was falling short, like I couldn't find the right people to join. If they were interested, if I dropped it. Every time I drop, somebody would say something negative, and I was just like, nah, this person is probably not the best candidate. So this is what I did for like since I was in high school. This is kind of like the role I had in my head about them. Like at some point, I'd achieve what I needed to achieve so that I could join them and also bring on board a group of people that would also be fit for the positions. I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen anymore, though. I don't think I'm doing very well physically anymore. So all my shit shut down. And Cox is threatening to take away my internet. And I'm running out of food. My legs are all fucked up. I have no medical attention anymore. I can't get access to the right medications. And I have a terrible infection on the side of my leg. And I can't use my legs. So I don't think I can complete that task anymore for you guys. Might have to find someone better for that position. But anyways, I'd like to talk about it a little bit more. That's okay. Nothing negative. But kind of like the memories I used to have when I used to hang out at the Masons. So, one time, my computer like totally crashed out on me. I thought I needed a new one. I really did. It was like heartbreaking. I thought, oh my God, my new Sony laptop. It's like just came out, you know? And I went and bought it. Like, I was so excited. And after a while, it started crashing out. And I was like, oh, fuck. I'm going to have to buy a new one now. Are these pieces of junk? Did I just purchase a piece of junk? Well, yeah. My dad called one of his friends over who taught me how to fix it. And since then, I've been, yeah, anyways, we know where that story led to. Thank you very much. You helped me a lot. Anyways, I want to talk about the Freemasons. Can I drink some of my coffee? It's coffee. I want to eat coffee. I'm sorry. But, yes, the Freemasons. James Yong Kerby. The only high school kid that I knew that was allowed into the temple when I didn't see anybody else there. Just me. Anyways. Yeah. The Salina Freemason Masonic Temple. I guess it has a Wikipedia page, right? So it operated as a temple since 2017 as a monumental classical revival style building completed in 1927. Its 7-year construction was marked by a sense of calamities, including the catastrophic collapse of its own unfinished structures in 1921 and complete destruction by the fire of the Masons' previous temple in 1922, and its initial design failed, and the third and current building was completed under the direction of architect Isaac L. Zerby. Now, I've heard that name, so it wasn't like I didn't know that name, ultimately, who the architect was. It was listed on the National Registry of the Historic Places in 2000. In 2017, it was donated to the nonprofit Salina Innovation Foundation, which operated as a co-working space, an event center, and a business incubator. So, yeah, I've been in this 1,000 times. The only place I'd never been into was the roof. That's the only place. But yeah, been up the stairs, had taekwondo up in, I think it was right around here. I think so. I think that's where I had to go up. So I did taekwondo there. Um, we'd go back, like, there was a big dining hall back there. But there's pictures of old guys all over there too. So there were. And way back here, if you go back here, there's like an elevator, but it's like for like a couple of people, just like maybe two or three. And there's like two or three of them, I think, too. And they look like they're from the 1920s. So really cool design inside. And it's all made up. If you've been in there, you know what I'm talking about. But you might not have been up in these rooms. I don't know if you've been in the upper rooms, but I've been in one or two of them, like the pool room, just beautiful. So yeah, it was it was like it's like walking through history. So um, I've had dinner down here. I think maybe one or two times. They have like a dining hall. Maybe one or two times. I don't remember. But they don't have that place anymore. I'm sure they can build a new one if they like, I don't know, get one of those steel ones, you know, from like China that lasts like 500 years or some shit and is all high tech. I mean, wouldn't it be cool to have like, you know, a new futuristic Masonic temple? I mean, this is all right, but there's too many like structural problems with it. We all know that, like leakage, maybe cracks here and there. So it's kind of outdated and it needs to be retired out as like a historical landmark, right? Shouldn't be really used anymore at this point. It's beyond expiration date. The only idea is to look at China and find, you know, some price cut point where you can build like a steel and unbreakable glass high-tech Masonic lodge that lasts another 500 years. This is just a landmark at this point, you know. It's all about maintenance, renovation, and making sure it stays a landmark because it's from the history. It's already 100 years old, right? So anyways, I think it should just be decommissioned, honestly, and be used as a landmark. Or some really rich, like wealthy family comes in and makes it their new living home or something like that. Those are the only two options I think it's is worth. Because if you have a really rich family come in and renovate the place and make sure that whatever it meets whatever code and such in this, then at least it's preserved, right? They have to stay within the confines of whatever makes it a historical landmark. So it's a home now, but it's still a landmark, right? But if you make it like a city landmark, then they can't really go in and doil it up, you know, and I don't know, whatever. So, anyways, um, do I know the secrets of the Freemasons? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. They never make it clear to me. So maybe I do. I don't know. But like I said, I woke up hearing he's the son of the Freemasons. But before then, I thought I heard he's not a member of the Freemasons. He's the son of the Freemasons. I don't know what that meant. All right. I may not I've been a part of the organization, but I mean, I've been there more times than most people I know. And I probably know more people than you guys know in the organization. So. Anyways, right now, like I said, everything's locked down. And I'm probably thinking there's a hit job on me at this point. Like, they're waiting for me to cut out, right? Like, I can't, I'm running out of food. Like, someone send me a pizza, please. Anyways, yeah, I have no access to a phone network, just the internet. And I don't even have access to my funds. I don't have access to my medical attention, nothing. Don't have access to transportation. I don't know where to go. I can't walk. I don't even know if who I'm supposed to call at this point. I don't know if I'm supposed to walk down to the bus stop or just hobble down to the frickin' bank and ask them to unlock my whatever. I don't know. Because I'm carrying around a baseball bat as my cane. So I'm afraid I might get in trouble for that. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know who to speak to, who not to speak to. So anyways, and then I was trying to figure out, how did this happen? How all of a sudden in 1 month all this like happened? Like this is just overnight. And I know it's not natural. It wasn't like God putting his hand in it and saying, this is what I want. I'm going to tear it down for whatever. I knew it wasn't God. I knew it was man-made. Because everything happened because someone, from the shot to everything being shut down from Boost Mobile to everything, my account. So it's not God that's saying, you can't use your bank account, you can't use your phone, you can't use transportation, you can't use your medical, you can't pay your rent, you can't get access to food. All right, so I already know that's not God saying that shit to me. All right, so I already know it's man-made. My body's gone to shit, ain't nobody helping me, so it's all man-made, right? God didn't intervene and say, yeah, we're shutting all your shit down. So I'm assuming I'm in trouble. Real big fucking trouble. So much so that I got lethal injection. So apparently I did something real bad. All right. I don't know what. As far as I know, I don't have blood on my hands. I don't. I don't have any blood on my hands. But anyways, this is what I found out. No single organization can shut all of your accounts across different financial institutions at once. However, your own bank can close every account you hold with them, and federal law enforcement or court orders can trigger a widespread freeze or seizure of funds across multiple institutions. A specific bank or credit union can close your checking, savings, and credit card and loan accounts simultaneously. Reason terms of service agreements give banks the legal right to end your customer relationships at any time without any advance notice. Suspected fraud, structuring cash deposits under $10,000, high risk business types, or negative balances. Government and law enforcement action, federal agencies or courts cannot shut an account in the sense of closing a bank relationship, but they can freeze or seize funds. Reason, criminal investigations, tax levies from the IRS, or court judgments for unpaid debts. Trigger, a legal order served to multiple banks forces them to freeze assets across all identified institutions simultaneously. Like, damn. What happened? I don't know. I don't know what I did. I still don't know. Like, nobody said you're guilty of anything, James Kirby. No one came up and said you're guilty of this and you deserve the death penalty now. Because my phone's been indefinitely suspended, so that means it doesn't exist. And I've been paying this thing for over 20 years. I've had like the same phone number for almost 15 years, 10 years or something like that. I don't remember. So I can't use it anymore. So apparently I'm in trouble for something, right? I don't remember going to court for this at all either. At any time sitting in front of a judge and saying, what are you talking about? Because I don't know what you're talking about. Nobody cleared this with me. Nobody addressed this with me. I don't know what any of this is about. All right. Nobody has talked to me about this. All right. So I don't know. Apparently I'm in big trouble. All right, everybody. I'm in big fucking trouble. And I don't know what to do. And I don't know what I did. My legs are all fucked up and I'm starving. And I don't have access to anything. So, but then I came across this Instagram. Dude, I've been following him, and he always has the best affirmations. He always has like the best advice. Better than me, I think. I think he's just better at it, all right? And I think his name is Joshua Burdell. And this is him right here, all right? So I'm gonna play this. I know it's a copyright thing, but oh well. Let's see. All right.
All about. Come here. Let me tell you a secret. Never, ever underestimate how much God is protecting you from things you don't even know about. Come here. Let me tell you a secret. Never, ever underestimate how much God is protecting you from things you don't even know about. Come here.
All right.
Let me tell you a secret.
So yeah, I had to hear that. I don't know. Maybe somehow I can figure out how to get a pizza today or something. I don't know. Some food here pretty soon. Maybe. Bye.